couple of days?
It has. The guys have shown up. They're mad. They're frustrated. They know we're close, and they want this to be the week. So we've had 3 great practices, focused, great meetings. So I look forward to Saturday afternoon.
With you guys pretty much almost having that game won, has there been kind of a difference in mentality with the guys, the confidence, how they're going about things this week?
Frustrated. I mean, I think we've been confident. We know if we play fundamentally, if we don't turn the ball over, if we don't commit penalties, that we're a pretty good team. And it showed for the most part against Northwestern. We weren't able to finish, but the guys are frustrated. The guys are upset. We know we're close, and you could tell that there's that sense of focus. Let's get over the hump. Let's win this. Let's go 1-0. I'm preaching to the offense. It's 1-0. Don't worry about the 6 games. Don't worry about next week, the week after. Let's be 1-0. Saturday night comes, we're 1-0. We go from there.
You guys scored on the first drive of the game, and then I don't know what the time was. It was like you didn't score again until right before halftime. How do you close that gap?
We got to execute. We went back and watched it as a staff, and there were 1 or 2 plays here and there. An assignment error. Maybe quarterback didn't make the right read, receiver didn't run the right route at the right depth. So just little things that are fixable. But that first drive was encouraging. That's who we are. It took us, 4 plays to score? I mean, that's who we are. And I think the guys know that. They understand if we can just go out and execute, and we're fundamentally sound, and that's the type of offense we should be.
What advantages does Noah Vedral give you working with the active roster as opposed to with this guy?
Depth. Now you have 3 quarterbacks that have played that we know that, if they get their chance, go in and produce. And so it gives us as a staff more comfort in running our offense and not worrying about if Adrian goes down or if Bunchy goes down, we can just go play.
Mike Williams had a few catches. Are you hoping that's kind of the catapult for him?
Yeah, he had a good game. We know what he can do in the pass game. He's fast. He's a good route runner. His biggest issue was just blocking and making sure that he's physical on the perimeter. And as a receiver in this offense, you got to be able to do both. You're not going to play if you're just a receiver. You got to be able to block the perimeter. And so he understands that, and hopefully he can build off of that game and continue to create some explosives. We need to continue to create explosives between him, Mike, or him, Stan, JD. We got to create explosives.
Were you worried this team would stay engaged after what happened Saturday when you came back for the weekend? And what do you think it is?
Wasn't sure. Well, I reached out to him Saturday night, and I told him that I'm sick for him. I feel for him because we should have won the game, and it was my fault. I got to be better. So I put the onus on myself. I got to be better. My fault. Glad to be here, and let's fix it. So I think they took that to heart, and they responded and said, no, Coach, it's my fault. I can do better. So we looked in the mirror. Everybody's trying to do better, be better, and it's a new week, a new opportunity.
And what do you tell recruits when you have a bad start to the season? How do you pitch Nebraska to them?
Yeah, I tell them. I ask them if they understand the stock market, and when do you want to buy stock? You want to buy stock when the stock is down. And right now we're down, so to speak. But in a year, 2 years, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be at the top, and now's the time to jump in. Now's the time to get on board and be part of the reason why Nebraska gets to the top. So it's a challenge, guys, young men that want the opportunity to leave a legacy, to be a part of something. Man, I was a part of a group that helped get Nebraska back to the top. To me, that's special. And so we're selling the future. We're selling what we did at UCF. We get the right guys in this offense and this defense and this program. We change the culture. We're going to be just fine. It's going to take some time.
How many wide receivers / athletes do you want in this class?
We'll probably take 3, 4. We're going to take the best players. So if it's 5, we can get 5 great players. We're going to take 5 players. Right now, we're not at a point where we can be, so we got to take guys that are going to help this offense, help this team be successful.
What challenges does Minnesota's defense present to you guys?
They're very sound. Up front, it seems like every week I repeat, they're stout up front. We're going to have a challenge running the ball, but it seems like each week we stepped up to that challenge and we run the ball well. They don't beat themselves. They don't create a whole lot of have a lot of penalties, and so they're gonna make us beat them. And so we've got to make sure that we don't beat ourselves and eliminate the penalties and the turnovers. But they're fundamentally sound and just a disciplined defense. They play with passion. 45 coming off the edge, 41 on the inside linebacker. I mean, they play with enthusiasm, passion, and so we've got to make sure we match it.
Obviously, the start is tough for a senior like Stanley when it's his last go. What have you seen from him?
He's been awesome. Probably doesn't have the receiving yards and the receptions, the stats that he wants, and it's been frustrating 0-6, but he's been a true pro. You kind of worry about someone like that, senior, going in different. Man, he hadn't done that. And he's been 100% bought in, and he's been the leader, the role model for the younger guys. And honestly, we wouldn't have as good of a practice this week as we had if it wasn't for guys like Stanley and Tanner, Farmer, and those guys. Gerald, they've really set the tone, and he's been awesome. He's been awesome.
You guys have preached improvement on an everyday basis. You guys have preached improvement on an everyday basis. How much has Adrian kind of embodied that?
He's done a great job. It's day by day, and so every day everybody's trying to get better, and he continues to get better. There's some reads and some plays he'd like to have back, but he's learning, and he'll be better Saturday than he was last Saturday, and that goes across the board. And if we continue to just get better and learn from our mistakes, then we're going to win a lot of these games at the end, down the stretch.
Is there a line you guys are trying to walk between getting Grace Washington on the field and make plays and also kind of keeping it going on because he's just a freshman?
Yeah. We understand what he can do. When he gets on that field, he's special, dynamic. He can do a lot on the field as a running back, as a receiver. And so we're gonna try to create matchups and try to get him the ball as many times as he can hold up. And we realize that he's special. He's back on kickoff return, so he can get a touch there. And he's doing a good job of taking care of his body, of getting in the weight room, of eating and all that. So we feel like these last 6 games, he'll even get more touches.
Where do you feel like his game has grown the most since he got on campus? Is it receiving, is it route running, blocking?
He's become a better. He's always been able to run the ball, so he's probably become a better receiver. We can line him up outside, run a hitch route, run a slant. He's back. He's our 3rd punt returner right now, so that's improved. So if something were to happen to JD or Stan, he would be back on punt return. So he's just improved in all areas, and he got here late, so the sky's the limit. When he gets a full off season and gets with Coach Duval and keeps eating in the training table, I mean, he's gonna be special.
Anything else? Okay.
Good. I appreciate it.